No, am I holding it right?
We have not done anything to this other than to change the shape of it by cutting it.
What if I want a salami sandwich?
Cool. I'm a 30-plus year veteran of the restaurant business. I've done this forever, and one of the consistent things I've always found funny is if you make something really, really good at home, you say it's restaurant quality. If I make really, really something good in the restaurant, I say it's like homemade. Which is better?
I don't even know what else we were going to talk about, brother.
Good.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so stinking excited. Let's go.
All right, so today I thought the best thing to do is, last time we got together, we talked a little bit about knife skills and using different tools in the kitchen and not having tools that did just single task, but multitaskers, and then how to cook in an efficient and enjoyable manner, making food for your family that was not only healthy and fun to eat, but also wasn't too task oriented in the kitchen. So today I want to do one of my favorite recipes, and I know we talked a little bit about not teaching recipes, but you're going to teach a recipe.
I'll take it.
But the reason I want to teach this recipe is it gives me an opportunity to show 4 or 5 different shortcuts or techniques that we would use in a professional kitchen that'll help your home cooks.
Nice.
Just produce a better quality food without putting out too much effort.
There we
just
go.
kind of eliminating a little bit of that and working smart, not hard.
I love that.
So today's dish is tomato bruschetta. Very, very simple dish that involves a mixture of tomatoes, basil, garlic, seasoned lightly with a good olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then just put on top of a piece of toasted bread.
Fantastic.
But a caprese is another good example of this, where you're taking just simple ingredients. One of the things I've always really, really loved about Italian cooking is it's about the marriage of ingredients. It's not about any single ingredient overwhelming. It's not about any single thing. It's about a marriage of ingredients. It's going to go together. It's going to pair properly.
Fantastic. Well, the goal with this, we have you guys tableside because I want every single person that I get the pleasure to work with, for you all to know how to move in the kitchen. You can control everything that you consume when you're the one that's preparing it. So I'm super excited for this opportunity. Let's get to the bruschetta. Bruschetta.
All right, so one of the tools that I always talk about that I love are stainless steel bowls. You can never have enough of these.
Okay.
I'm using one to hold my vegetables, then we're gonna have one where we're gonna put the finished product. So I've got some fresh tomatoes, some ripened tomatoes and everything. I like different colored tomatoes. Why not make our food pretty? Why not make our food colorful?
Nice.
Makes it funner to eat. This is also a dish that I'll tell you is fun for the kids to prepare.
Yeah.
So this is a real simple dish. We're just gonna cut up some of these tomatoes.
Okay. Now, quick question. Do you sometimes grow your own vegetables?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Is that easy to do?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Anybody can do it?
just about anybody
You're
can do
you're
it.
an expert.
No, I'm not an expert gardener.
Okay.
I'm married to one,
Oh.
beneficial.
Okay.
My
But
wife,
anybody
my
can-
wife is the green thumb. I'm the guy that cooks it when it's done growing.
Oh, what a perfect marriage. I love it. Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah, you know, and tomatoes are super simple to grow, especially in the region we live in. They're very easy to grow. You can grow them not quite year round, but a lot of times you can. And you get a good variety of tomatoes. But again, I wanted to have a little bit of color. Now, if I was making this at home and I was making this for about 4 people and everything, this is real simple. I'm going to take a small serrated bladed knife and I'm simply going to just slice my tomatoes in half down the bias.
Okay. Knife skills.
Knife skills.
All right.
Fingers aren't in the way. Everything's working, the knife comes over.
Okay.
If I'm going to do this for 400 people in my restaurant, I'm not going to have time to cut all these tomatoes by hand like this. I need a
not
little
gonna
bit
do
of a
this
trick that's going to help me get through this quickly. So here's one of those neat restaurant tricks that we have and everything I'm going to show you now. And first I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a lot of these tomatoes off the vine.
Okay. I can do that. Help you with that.
Clear it out.
Get them off the vine.
Then again, another little stainless steel bowl so I can throw my remnants in it, keep them. They're going to go in the compost heap so I can put them in the garden.
That's right.
Using everything we have at our disposal and
Love that. I
some
love that.
natural gardening.
You know, it's like our world was designed to sustain itself.
Very much so.
And it's like just what you said there. This is what, okay, we're not going to eat this, so we can consider it waste. But if we feed it to our garden, it feeds the garden, which grows these, which then we end up eating.
Oh yeah, very much
I
so.
love that. We might have to have a trip to Chef Dustin's garden. Okay, so
we
what are
can
we
come
gonna
look at it. All right, so what I'm going to do, and this seems a little strange, is I'm trying to get the fairly same size tomatoes and the same shape tomatoes on this plate.
Okay.
You know, and then I'm just going to put another plate on top of the plate.
Okay.
Now I'm going to
Crushing
take no, I'm not crushing them. We got a good, I can feel the tomatoes, but they're not squishing. I'm gonna take my knife, and this is a serrated knife.
Okay.
The serrades are pretty much gone. It's been sharpened a time or two, but there's a little bit of serration left there. So this is the one I would use for this and bread. Okay. And as always.
Oh, pop quiz. I'm gonna say you're honing. Yes.
Truing up the edge of that knife.
Truing.
And then I'm going to take these 2 plates.
Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Genius. Tricks of the trade, boys. Let's go.
Watch my fingers. And
get out of here.
All those tomatoes cut in half in about 1/10 the time that it was going to take me to do it the other way.
Oh,
so that's some of those restaurant tricks. We would do that in the restaurant. I would use, instead of 2 plates, I would use 2 lids that I use for storage containers.
Okay.
Because it's going to give me a little more space in between to slide the knife. But that's just a real neat trick that I love that just gets the product done a little bit quicker. All so right. I tell you what, we're going to take these little bit fatter, taller tomatoes. We're going to put them in there and we're going to let you have a shot at that.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. Okay, see some room. You've already honed the blade for me. Thank you. All right. I'm not pushing down much, am I?
No, you're not putting much down for us. You just want to hold that top plate.
Okay.
But the main thing you want to do is make sure that knife blade never comes anywhere, we're still wanting to be safe.
Yes.
We don't want to cut ourselves.
Okay.
Or your partner.
Am I holding it right?
You're holding it fine.
Okay. Well, because it's, I'm always sawing. Oh, there it goes.
And this on tomatoes, the skins are going to be a little bit tougher than the meat in the tomato and everything, and I prefer a serrated knife on this just to keep from any tearing. If you've got some very, very ripe tomatoes that are a little bit softer, you're going to say that. But when you take that top plate off, what do you have?
Ha ha! Let's go.
Beautiful little tomato halves, perfectly cut.
Nice.
Almost perfectly even.
Yeah.
And everything, and you've got a good quality product making your bruschetta out of.
Man, that's brilliant.
It's a super easy way to do that, and you can get a lot of food produced quickly. So there's ingredient number 1 is just some fresh tomatoes.
This is
Move
too
on,
exciting.
so it makes things quick. Now, second thing we're going to work with here, we're going to learn a little bit about is we have a fresh clove of garlic.
Yes, we do.
Now, how do I get this apart? This is something people struggle with, breaking and everything like that. So I'm going to show you my technique, and it involves one of my knives.
You want me to show you mine first?
Look, smash away. But you look for one of those small ridges. I'm just going to insert the knife a little ways into it and then just pry.
Okay, that gets the clove off. Simple enough.
And look at that, mostly clean. You'll get most of the skin off of it. And then from there, I can just pop as many as I want. I'm going to use about 2 on this one.
Okay.
So I get to this point that I've got this cluster of garlic. It's got all this garlic paper covering it. I can pull some of it off. Well, I can sit there and peel that all day, or
Do that.
a nice little pop with a knife,
A little gentle pat.
and it comes right off. It
Huh.
just releases it.
Okay.
You get it
I don't
clean.
know if you see that there, table side
So
here,
we'll
people.
do that again. Separate these 2. So I've got it here, and I'm not smashing it or crushing it. I'm
Right.
just giving it a little
Just
pop.
giving it a little
and it
pop.
just breaks that little skin up off of it. It just pops off. There's your good clove of garlic.
I'll be darned.
I personally just like to remove the root end of my garlic.
Why is that? Just because it tastes funny?
It's gonna be a little bit harder than the rest of the garlic, and I'm, flavor-wise, why do I want that in there? This one's still got a little bit of the paper on it. There we go. Take that last little bit off.
So that was just a gentle pop.
Just a gentle pop. Now, if I was gonna dice this garlic up, that would not have been a gentle pop. That would have been a
'cause you're
very,
gonna
very
end up-
hard smash.
Okay.
Because why not let the edge of that knife do all that work and just
Right.
clean that garlic up?
Right.
Again, I got all my remnants. They're gonna go over here in my remnant bowl. That's headed to the garden later. So we got 2 good cloves of garlic.
Okay.
So let's use one of the tools we talked about last week and everything, and that is this microplane zester.
Okay.
And everything. When you're working with garlic, especially on a recipe like this, I want that garlic to be really, really finely
Okay.
chopped up. I want that flavor to spread out. I don't want big chunks of garlic in there. It's going to overwhelm some of the others. So this is one of the reasons why I love this tool.
See that? Oh man.
Watch those fingers.
Smell-o-vision.
Now what you see
Okay.
right there, okay, when I get ready,
Pop it in there.
you can see how finely minced up that garlic is down there at the bottom of that bowl.
So good.
And so good. And you see how quick that is. That took virtually no effort on that microplane. So,
My turn.
yes, sir.
All right, folks.
Now, don't get the fingers too close because that is a very sharp instrument.
Okay, here we go. Microplaning. Oh, just gentle. Let it do the work, eh?
There you go.
Now, is there a special way to hold the garlic?
No.
Okay. I'm always looking for something special. Special tricks. That's what I want.
Just where you're grating garlic and not fingers. That's the recipe that I would want to keep. Get it down as far as you want to, and then you can put the remnants in the scrap bowl.
Okay. How far would you go? Because
That's good.
That's
You're
my
fine.
comfort level. Right
Yep. There you go.
I forgot to pop it.
Now, there you go. Just yep. There you go.
Voila.
Super finely grated garlic and everything. And again, we don't have that smell-o-vision yet, but boy, I wish we did.
Man, it smells so good.
Because you just get those, that smell of that tomatoes, and that tomato smell is only going to last when I cut a tomato. That smell is only going to exist for about 3 minutes, and then it dissipates into the air and it's gone.
Now, I'm not trained. You are. So when you have resources, I don't mind studying, but like I want people to be able to just like boom, pick it up and go.
The book that I have with me here today, this is one of my favorite cooking, non-cooking books.
Okay.
This I don't consider a cookbook. This is an information book.
Okay.
This talks about subjects about bread, about grains, about meats, about fats, about vegetables, about fruits, about carbohydrates, about calories, about storing food, about preparing food. It just has a lot of, as the name says, food facts, chef secrets, and helpful household hints. When you're looking on how to store fresh herbs, there's a lot of information in this book. So as far as like a recipe book, I don't consider this a recipe book. Okay. This is a owner's manual to food.
Yeah, like an encyclopedia, like a reference.
It's just a fantastic book, and it just gives you this information that you just have a better understanding of what you're working with, and to me, a little bit more of an appreciation of it.
Okay, I love that. Oh, that's what we want, man. Because good food, it changes you. It makes you feel good. It makes your encounters with people better. So if we can learn to appreciate what we're working with more, man, we're winning.
It's something we have to do.
Yes.
You have to eat. Eating is a vice that you have to partake in.
Come on.
So why not do it right?
Yes.
Cool. And do it with people you want to do it with and learn and love it and everything.
Yes.
So, super simple recipe like this. This is something you could be in the kitchen doing with the kids. It involves a little bit of knife skills, but you know what? Teach your children to use knives safely.
Yes.
And then cut them loose and let them use knives.
Yeah.
Let them cook, let them learn.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to use here is we're going to go get some fresh basil. So I've got my fresh herbs here. There's a technique where you can wrap it in a wet paper towel and put it in a Ziploc bag and throw it in your fridge. I'm not going to see what's in that bag, and I'm going to forget it.
Right.
But when I open up the door and I see a glass jar with some water in it and everything, and a little bit of fresh basil and everything, I'm going to use that basil. I'm going to know that I have a limited amount of time to get that product used. But that's the last thing we're going to add here as far as hard ingredients. Then we're going to do our seasonings.
How long will this method, so let's say we've gone through the gardening lessons and we do a garden, how long will this method, because it's not forever, it's just so you can use it within a week, 2 days.
I'm going to get 8 to 10 days out of it,
Okay, that's
depending on
longer
how
than I
quickly
thought.
I get it from the garden into the water into the fridge.
Gotcha.
So what I want to do here is I want to start picking basil leaves. So I gave you one and I'm going to get one.
All right.
And I want to start with my biggest leaves first because I'm going to make a basil cigar. Okay, we're going to stack these leaves up. And I'm going to stack them and stack them and stack them. I want to get them all kind of going the same direction.
Okay.
And that should be enough there.
All right.
And then what we want to do here is we will save one of the top sprigs for our garnish. So I've got my stack of basil leaves here.
Okay.
We've got them all stacked up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it, like I said, that basil cigar. And I want to roll this pretty tightly.
Okay.
Now that's going to allow me to control that basil. And I'm going to turn it at a slight angle. And then with my chef knife.
This is chiffonade.
This is a chiffonade.
Okay. What is that French? That's French. Sounds French.
It is.
What does it mean? Chop.
Tiny ribbons.
Oh, tiny ribbons.
So you see now I have the little fine ribbons of basil. And I'll separate those, and those are going to go in my bowl with my tomatoes and my garlic. So now I need some oil.
Okay.
I've got 2 different olive oils here
see.
today. I brought a very nice bottle of olive oil, and then I brought what I call a bottle of just kind of generic kitchen oil olive oil.
Yeah.
Again, it's a cold press olive oil.
Yeah.
It's a slightly refined second pressing. This is the first pressing. I'm not applying heat anywhere here, so this is what we talked about the first time. This is where I want to use my quality olive oil.
Yes, sir.
Here in a moment, we're going to go in the kitchen and grill some bread. That's where I'm going to use my lesser quality olive oil.
Oh. Okay.
Using this on your bread's perfectly okay. It's a fine decision.
It's gonna cost you a lot.
Precisely. Everybody's budget's everybody's budget. I want to make sure everybody knows how to do this, but also do this in a way where it's not going to wreck their budget. So, how much do I put on there?
That looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
How much do I like? Here's the beauty of cooking. I'm not going to give you a recipe. I'm going to give you the path to develop your own, and you decide. Do you like the flavor of that olive oil, or do you want to focus more on that basil? Do you want a little more garlic? Do you want it to be a little more peppery?
Okay.
So then after that, I'm simply going to
take a spoon.
I'm going to combine all that together. I want to get that garlic spread out all the way through there. Again, it's a crying shame that people on watching this cannot smell this because we have not applied any heat.
Unbelievable.
We have not done anything to this other than to change the shape of it by cutting it, and you've got a complete different thing. So here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna give you a spoon.
Okay.
I want you to try a little bite.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. Now, oh, am I supposed to just raw? Oh man. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh.
Pretty good. Let's
Yeah.
just highlight the natural flavors a little bit with a little pink salt, because we talked about salt last time. Salt is not a spice. Salt is a mineral. But salt has a really, really neat quality. It makes everything taste more like what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm gonna put a couple of pretty good sized pinches of salt in there, because tomatoes, the acidity, they really love salt. And then I'm gonna put some fresh cracked pepper.
Oh my gosh. Man, those were so good. And the sweetness from, oh man, the smell-o-vision. I'm sorry. Easily distracted. You know, that black pepper is insane.
It is a complete different thing. Now I'm gonna teach you another restaurant trick. You have a dirty spoon.
Yes, I do.
Well, if you get a dirty spoon every time you take a bite, you're gonna have a lot of dirty spoons,
I'm gonna
aren't
have a
you?
lot of dirty
So in the
spoons.
restaurant, we all carry around our own spoon, and then I will take a spoon that is not dirty, I will transfer it to my eating spoon.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering what those extra spoons were for. Oh, dude, my mouth's watering so much. Get every little. Okay, now, bon appetit. Okay, so like, how does that work? Because is there a word for what you just did? Was it salt to bring out? Because that's insane. Yes.
It's the act of putting chili powder on pineapple or cantaloupe or watermelon. Well, that salt is then activating taste buds. My tongue's like, okay, we're getting that little bit. We got to open up all the other avenues. We got to open up the sweet. We got to open up the savory. We got to open up all those other taste buds. And those flavors are just amplified. And the flavor of that is spectacular. But here's the beauty of this. We're gonna let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes while we go grill bread.
Yeah.
And it's going to taste completely different.
Okay.
Then we sit and we wait a little bit. So while we're waiting, we're gonna talk about how to cut a loaf of bread.
Okay. Oh, sorry. It slipped into my
It's okay,
spoon.
it happens.
I
So
have to make
everybody
sure- Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
wants to cut and mash their bread.
Yeah.
And I don't like cutting and mashing my bread. So I wanted to teach everybody how to cut a loaf of sourdough bread. We talked last week about the bakers.
Okay.
And everybody wants to bake. So I'm gonna take my serrated knife and I'm gonna cut the loaf in half.
Okay. That's real bread.
Good crusty bread. Now if I keep cutting here, I'm just gonna mash my bread.
Yes, sir. That's what happens. Uh-oh.
Crust is my friend. Let's
Okay.
use the crust.
What if I want a salami sandwich? Man, look at those perfect slices. Okay, focus, Brian. Are you saying that I have to eat little baby sandwiches? What if I wanted it to be like longer?
You can cut it the other way. You're gonna do a little smashing. You need a very sharp, very serrated knife. But if you notice that, never changed the bread, and I was able to cut really, really thin, consistent, even slices of bread.
I can make a sandwich from that.
Again,
Okay.
it's not, perfection is not your gold.
Right.
You're just wanting to make it a little bit better. So we're gonna move these loaves of bread out of here. We're gonna get this sheet pan. This is one of the greatest tools in the kitchen, and they're called sheet pans. You can go to a restaurant supply and get half, full, quarter, and 1/8 sheet pans. This is a quarter. All right,
To
so
the kitchen? Oh, not yet.
we're gonna do a little olive oil on here because I want a little bit of something to help the caramelize or get a little bit of browning to it. And I don't have to brush it, I'm just gonna drizzle it. And this is the cheaper the olive oil because I'm gonna apply heat. But I want a little bit of a crust on this bread, and I'll tell you the reason why. All right, let's go to the kitchen.
All right, let's do it.
All right, one of the things we talked about originally is the simplicity of cooking and how I like to keep cooking simple. And then I turn around and come into a commercial kitchen where I've got a commercial charbroiler and flat tops.
Right.
You do not have to have a charbroiler to do this. You can do this in your toaster oven. You can do this in your home oven. You can do this whatever way works perfect. This is just my chosen way of doing it.
Yeah.
I've oiled this bread, and this is gonna sound strange, but I only want to toast this bread on that one side.
Okay. And why are you toasting it again?
So what I made with that tomato bruschetta is a very oily, and it has all that juice and everything, the tomato. So if I put that right on top of a piece of bread, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna melt all through.
It's just gonna turn that bread into a soggy mess. By putting a little toast to it, I'm increasing the flavor of the bread. I'm
Right.
getting that little bit of caramelization, that color,
Right.
a little bit of those sugars caramelized. I've
Right.
added a little bit of oil and I'm giving that bread a crunch. So now I've got the natural crunchiness of those tomatoes and a little bite of that bread, and those flavors are just, it's gonna highlight them even more with the nice bread. And I'm not looking to get a lot of color on it. I just wanna get a little bit of a char, a little bit of some color, and oddly enough, I only wanna do it on one side.
Right.
That sounds odd, but I really only wanna toast up one side of this bread.
Okay. That looks beautiful. This. I was gonna say this looks like restaurant quality. Well, given the.
I'm a 30+ year veteran in the restaurant business. I've done this forever, and one of the consistent things I've always found funny is if you make something really, really good at home, you say it's restaurant quality.
Yeah.
If I make really, really something good in the restaurant, I say it's like homemade. Which is better? It's always been one of the funniest things about my business is the opposite's always the good thing. Oh, that's almost homemade. Well,
I love that.
all right, so I've just got a real light toast on all that bread, and now we're gonna go and we're gonna plate.
Let's go plate. Okay, so plating time.
Plating time. So that's the cooking we're gonna do. We're literally gonna toast some bread over a hot fire, or in a toaster oven or in your oven, however you want to do it. You can put a little butter on it, put it in a pan. But I want to toast it to prevent the moisture from soaking in.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna add a little flavor.
Okay, now, real quick, toaster oven for me goes all the way around. So you're saying maybe set it like on broiler? Oh, so it only
Put it
cooks
under
one
there,
side.
watch it quickly, get it out.
Okay, because that was quick. That was
Yep,
less
it
than
doesn't
2
take
minutes.
much time at all. That's
Yeah.
a really hot grill and everything. I added that oil. That oil's gonna help with the browning and everything. We're getting a little cooking. So now, take a plate,
Take a plate, gladly.
kitchen tools.
Yes, sir. Tongs. Remember your tongs, folks.
You can't have enough of these.
Okay.
If you have 10 pair, get an 11th.
Okay.
And so now I'm just going to plate my bread. If you want to do the honors and spoon some of that tomatoes on top of that bread.
Gladly, sir. So now, okay, is this, you said plating. I don't know how to do it artsy. I'm just going to do it.
It doesn't need to be artsy.
It just needs to be, okay. So,
Listen, Mother Nature made this pretty.
yes.
We're just kind of currying it along into the point where we're going to eat it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like I didn't get enough basil okay, here we go. All right, is that good for now?
Sure, looks beautiful.
Oh, yes, it does.
Well, let's go ahead and do them all.
Yeah, oh, okay.
We're
do them
gonna.
all.
I want to look at 2 different steps that we can make this even more decorative and a little bit pretty if we're entertaining. We're going to change the flavor profile of it with a little bit of a touch of something.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try the difference between the two, and we're going to talk about what we like and what we dislike.
What's so cool is how simple this is. How fun is this going to be when I have my kids doing this? Okay, so this is cool.
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar.
Great. Anytime I'm making a dressing, anytime I'm using tomatoes, I'm using a Primal Kitchen balsamic vinegar just for its health benefit, but I keep a bottle of very, very nice balsamic vinegar in my kitchen. And I'm only going to put this on a few of them because I want you to try it with it, and I want you to try it without it. There we go. Just a couple of drops in there with the tomatoes.
Okay.
And then the last ingredient we're adding here,
Oh, mon chéri.
a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese for that. We're going to go with that natural flavor, that basil and garlic, and we're going to put a little earthiness there with that Parmesan cheese.
Put it all on there.
So feel free, sir.
Okay. Oh, man, decisions. Okay, folks. Ah! It's like a ceremony. All right. Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, here we go.
It doesn't eat pretty.
Don't have to. Sorry. It's almost overwhelming in the best way. That is powerful.
The term robust
Yes.
is not quite enough.
It is so much. Like, I don't think, like, all that looks good. Before I took this bite, I was like, I'm going to finish this whole plate. I probably can, but this is so, it's rich that it's like, I can see how people that have good food cultures, just like, they don't eat a lot because it's so satisfying. Like, this is a treat.
Talk about cultures that eat high quality food. They don't necessarily eat volume. They eat quality.
This is like, that first bite was happiness. It was joy, truly. Like, these are,
You helped prepare it, which makes a difference.
of course, but I didn't anticipate what I'm experiencing. Even now, like, it feel, I'm feeling I'm feeling emotions actually. I really am.
And good food should make you feel an emotion. Good food should, like I say, it's a reason why you want to be around people you love when you eat good food. It's you're sharing something. So now, try the one with balsamic vinegar and tell me what you taste. And I'm not telling you one's right, one's wrong. I just want you to see the difference and what just a touch of acidity will add to something.
Oh my gosh, dude, I wasn't ready for that. That was unbelievable. Yes.
So it's just everything works together. It's the flavor, it's the mouthfeel, it's the texture, it's the freshness.
Yes.
It all works together to make, what are we talking about here? 8, 9 ingredients?
Right.
So it's not, it's not a 23 ingredient, it's chopped up tomatoes on toast.
Right. It's
Oh,
not
it's so much
expensive.
more.
Yeah.
It's so much more.
Right. And you're highlighting because we have Parmesan, and this is Parmesan. I'm sure Parmesan is could call it Parmesan cost, but this is like the garnish that it doesn't take much. I can have high quality things that might cost me, but you also don't need to use much of them.
Precisely.
Tomatoes and bread. I mean, that's as basic as it gets. Thank you, Lord. Oh, my mouth is just going berserk right now. I don't even know where to start. Okay, here we go. The balsamic almost like brings out a sweetness on another level. Am I?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, talking with food in my mouth. This is unbelievable. One's not better. It's
Just
two
different.
very wonderful experiences. Oh my gosh. You gotta try it, man.
I will.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Explode
fine.
everywhere.
Like you said, it doesn't eat pretty. Yeah. Yeah.
As far as an example of Italian cooking and the simplicity behind it and the honoring of ingredients and doing it, I don't think it gets any better than that right there.
Oh my gosh, so good.
That's just spectacular.
Listen, there's your balsamic piece. And here's the deal. These guys on display. Okay, can you see? Welcome to the table. I know you're not here to enjoy. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna enjoy it. We're gonna enjoy it for you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Oh man. I don't even know what else we were gonna talk about, brother. Oh yes, yes sir. Yeah, this is behind the scenes, people. Yeah, we're sopping that good.
Cleanup crew gets
Clean up. Yes, sir. Bon appetit. Oh, yeah, dude.